Well, lynxes from the Carpathian Mountains and especially from the Slovak Carpathians were historically the main source for the past reintroduction projects. They were approximately from the 1972 till the beginning of the 90s. There were approximately 100 lynxes captured and translocated from the Slovak Carpathians to the Central European countries. We might assume that from all these programs, 7 were successful. Well, currently there were some rumors and conflicts in terms of providing the wild lynxes for the translocation or reinforcement projects. So therefore we looked on the attitudes of people and were asking them on their opinion towards these efforts, and basically, majority of them answered that they are supporting these ideas and actions, and they would prefer us to choose the orphan lynxes, and if there is a local population in a suitable state according to the Habitat Directive, they would like us to use a combination between the orphans and the wild captured ones if the local population wouldn't be harmed with these efforts. Yeah, I mean, for decades and decades, the conservation or the management efforts and actions were basically based on the hunting quotas. Then, entering the European Union, plenty of the countries established lynx as a fully protected animal. Unfortunately, there were decades of no monitoring, no systematic efforts done, and so the situation was quite difficult to understand. From the year 2010 to 2011, we started with systematic monitoring in the Western Carpathians, that is including basically the Czechoslovakian area, and within the last years colleagues from Romania and from Poland included their efforts in a systematic approach as well. Recently we started with systematic monitoring efforts on the area of Ukraine and Hungary as well. This is basically a continuation of the sentences I used a couple of seconds ago. Due to the lack of a systematic monitoring for a really long time, the status of the population and its trend was basically heavily biased on and interpreted only in an expert opinions. And this led to a really conflict situation, which is currently threatening the population in terms of conflict between the hunting management and the lynx itself.